All right, so there's some allegations about Dwight Howard. If y'all don't know, he used to be a basketball player, played for a couple teams. Last team he played for was the Lakers, I believe. So, but very popular dude. So there's some allegations about him being nasty or horrific to his kids or whatever. Let's see what they got to say.
These new Dwight Howard allegations are very disturbing.
To know me, you know I am so prideful and so private. It hurt me so bad to have to even protect myself in this type of way.
That's Dwight Howard's wife, Amy, and she released that video about 30 minutes ago. She proceeds to go in on Dwight Howard and exposes him. Now, she will list out her reasoning for why she's exposing Dwight Howard at this moment. She will say, I can admit it right now, I feel ashamed. I cringe when I see couples take their issues to the internet, but I was humbled with understanding because now look what I have to do to protect myself. My husband put himself in a position that resulted in CPS being called to our house 3 times in less than 2 months. But 3 days ago, they were called again and they left with our daughter. I have personally had to call the police on them 3 times in barely 14 months marriage.
My whole thing is, why do y'all go on the internet to do this? Like bruh, you not even getting no money for this. You just throwing your laundry out there for no reason. All your dirty laundry out there, just everything.
Everyone around me told me you made a commitment through sickness or health, and that played with my mind after I filed for divorce at 6 months. I came back because honestly, I tried to listen to the married people around me who said it was too soon to walk away. But now, what I've gotten myself into, my stepson is only 12 years old. When CPS and police came to take our daughter, my husband needed an alibi to collaborate a lie. I told him I wanted no parts. In return, he coached my stepson to lie. I recorded me talking to my stepson. You can hear him replying to me, telling him, I know daddy made you lie on me to police. You hear him replying, feeling guilty for following daddy's rule. You'll hear me tell my stepson, I still love you, and he replies, I love you too. My stepchildren love me. I could say so much about the pain I've personally endured, but it's about these children. I am deeply heartbroken right now to have to advocate for minors' voices and in return lose a marriage that I was so happy to be in.
Okay, so she's doing it for the kids. That's what's up. I mad respect for her.
She then proceeds to get into this very vague
and they ain't
story
even her kids,
where
so
she accuses Dwight Howard of doing things to his kids. Doing things to his kids that lead CPS to keep coming to the house multiple times. Now, every time CPS comes to the house, she will say that, she covers up for Dwight. She covers up for Dwight. She covers up for Dwight. And she talks about the struggle of covering up for Dwight Howard, right? Because she doesn't know if she's doing the right thing or not. And she wants to advocate for the kids, but she don't want to turn on her husband. This is very concerning, all right? Now, again, it starts off very vague. She would say that she covered up for her husband until today when Dwight Howard apparently threw her under the bus. So apparently CPS came to the home to investigate something regarding the daughter. And while they were investigating, Dwight Howard, according to her, coached his son to lie to CPS and put the blame on her.
Also, at first it was cool until it was you being attacked. You ain't say nothing, and now you in the car crying. Man.
Marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, through this, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going.
Fuck all that. See, don't be listening to people and all that shit. You can't do this and this. How the fuck? If you unhappy, get the fuck up out of there. You gonna stay in a marriage to make everybody else happy. You not even married to them. You married to this weirdo. Get up out of there.
Way too far. But it's not even about me. It's about the kids. the stuff that I have to go through with the kids. I have to be witnesses too. I'm at the police at the house. They ask me questions. I don't know how do I lie for my husband. I never been married before. I'm in love with my husband. I don't want him to get in trouble. So of course I'll be his alibi, but this is going way too far.
No, you can't be an alibi. If he doing something to some kids, you ain't say what he did yet, but if he doing something to some kids, you can't be his fucking alibi. You just as guilty. You bogus as hell.
And now I'm getting mixed all in this. I have been with this man for 14 months.
That's it.
I cannot ruin my entire life for something that this person is doing. I just cannot do it. I tried to get so much help. I asked for counseling in our marriage. We went through 2 different counselors. When I say I love my husband, I don't want to leave my husband. But the positions he keeps putting me in, and it's all over nothing. I keep telling people he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is trauma. This is everything he's been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids. And I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter. And I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do? But I caught this man. I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it.
It gets to a point in the story where I have no type of sympathy or empathy for any of the adults in the story. Amy.
That's what I'm saying, because she sounds just as guilty. I mean, if she covering up and she's not like giving this shit to the police or the CPS workers, why are you putting it on the internet? Take it to the people who can help.
Nor Dwight, right? The only people that I'm concerned about is the kids, because it still looks like Amy is still trying to protect Dwight, right?
Yeah.
Because she talks in, like, it's vague, right? Tell us what Dwight is doing to the kids. Tell us. Tell us what you had to lie to the investigators and to CPS when they came to the house. What did you lie about? Because if kids are being harmed, we need to know. If Dwight is harming these kids, we need to know. But it looks like she's still protecting Dwight. She's still refusing to tell us what Dwight is doing to these kids. But then she's telling us, hey, I want y'all to help me help Dwight get off drugs. Then it gets to this bizarre part where she pulls out bags of drugs and shows us how much drugs Dwight is doing. Now, Dwight got like a half a key, like, of the booger sugar just in the house. I mean, this is drug use I've never seen before. But I guess this is what you do with drug use if you are, a 100 millionaire. But Amy is crying, and I'm like, yo, again, I felt sorry in the beginning of the video. Towards the end, I felt no pity because she's still protecting Dwight. Tell us what Dwight is doing to these kids. Tell us what exactly Dwight is instructing you to lie to CPS about. Because if kids are being harmed, we don't care about Dwight's drug use or y'all marriage. We care about these kids, baby.
He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help, and ain't nobody.
Now, we ain't gonna obviously show this on YouTube, but you can hear how that bag sound. That bag sound heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's something in there.
What the fucking listen, because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm losing my marriage to. This right here.
It's booger sugar, y'all. You got that cocaine cowboy.
I told everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was going to run out the door. I was going to leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did this, man. But I got to protect myself now. I'm uncomfortable. Now, I don't know What is going to, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. This man has the money. This man controls it all. And it's not about no money. I've been with this man for 14, 15 months. I never asked him for $1, nothing. I'm not on the credit cards. I just love him for him. But this shit is going too far. And I'm so embarrassed. And I gotta even I'm just like, I don't know what to do. When I heard my stepson being coached to lie on me, I gotta protect myself now, and I know it's supposed to be through sickness and health, but this shit is scary.
Let me get this straight, okay? So you was comfortable protecting an abuser of children as long as that person didn't turn on you and throw you under the bus. But because the abuser threw you under the bus, now you're coming to the public asking for our help. Do you understand how crazy that is, man? If this man is violating children, he shouldn't see the light of day. You should tell what the secrets are. But she says, I don't want to tell the dirty secrets. Why? Why? I'll be real, bruh. If it was up to me, CPS is coming and taking every child out that household until we know what those dirty secrets are. Because that sounds troubling. Now, she will continue and she will post what she will say is footage of the stepson confessing or admitting that he lied to CPS on her, right? And that Dwight coached him.
I'm not mad at you for lying on me. And I love you still. And it is no beef, David, okay? You don't have to hide from me and run from me. I miss Amber. I'm going to be in this room in the corner. I'm not bothering you. You're innocent in this. But never forget, when you lie on people, David, you can get them killed, sent to prison or jail. You can. So you must always tell the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Telling the truth of what you lie, how you made them lie. What are you doing in Layla's room? Framing her?
That was concerning right there. She said, what you doing in the later room? That's probably the girl that, and she said, framing her. Like, what is going on?
He's literally in her room, framing her. And I'm going to record it all.
If this is your introduction to Dwight Howard and his family dynamics, boy, I have to tell you, the rabbit hole runs a little deeper. There's a lot more nasty things in regards to Dwight Howard and his kids that are out there. I think one of his sons is like a serial predator. Like, this kid was out here touching other kids. I think it was already like found out that he actually did this and they had to take him out the home for a brief time for therapy. So there's a lot of weird things going on with this family that's already been going on. This time around, apparently there's some more nasty stuff going on that they won't tell us. Now, just me knowing and being privy to the first incident regarding Dwight Howard's son that was out here touching them little kids, we need to know what's going on. Because the history of the family dynamics tell us that kids are being victimized. Either they're being victimized by other kids or by adults. This situation gets crazier because Dwight Howard's first baby mama reacted to Amy going public with her issues with Dwight. The first baby mama will say that when Amy and Dwight first got together, she came public with similar accusations against Dwight Howard that Amy is going public with now. But when she came out with the accusations against Dwight Howard, Amy joined Dwight Howard to slander her, defame her, and call her crazy. And Amy will say that she was only coming out and accusing Dwight Howard of these things because she wanted Dwight Howard and Dwight Howard didn't want her. Fast forward, now Amy is coming out with the same allegations that Amy called her crazy for.
Until you do right by me, it's always been about the kids.
What's with the hands, though? What you got going on?
It's always been about the kids. Now you want to speak? I'm still blocked up, so I can't see what the you're saying. But now you want to speak because he brought you into it?
She just said exactly what we said, man. So,
girl, it's everybody else's fault? Wow! So you just don't think any of us fell for the antics either, right? None of us fell for the narcissism. Are you crazy, Amy? Amber? What is it? Like, are you serious right now? You called me crazy, right? You said I was jealous. You said I wanted him when it's always been about the kids. And now you want to sit here and cry and sit here and be like, it's because of what everybody else did to him. No, it's because of what he does to people. I was just first. I was collateral damage. Let's call Royce crazy, and people will believe it because I'm baby Jesus. Girl, shut up.
There's a time and place. I don't think any adult should be celebrating the fact that kids are being abused. See, I told you my child was being abused by Dwight and you didn't listen to me, so now I'm celebrating that somebody else's kid has been abused. Bro, what type of woman would do this?
I don't think she was celebrating that. I think she was saying, look, you told me I was crazy, and now what's happening to you? So who's really crazy? Like, you was covering up for that man this whole time.
Sickening. All of these adults, they're weird. And they need to seek help. And if Dwight is the perpetrator, then turn Dwight in. But at this point, it sounds like y'all are all protecting Dwight. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? And if you're still watching this video,